Hey, this is not a video that I actually wanted to make. Why am I making it then? Because I have been thinking about this pretty solidly for the last 2 months, which is why it took so long for me to make my most recent video. It really should not have taken 2 months, but it did. In large because I've been thinking about this. This being, I feel like I should give up making videos. I don't want to give up making videos, but I'm at a point where I am just tired. I'm very tired and confused, and I don't know what to do anymore, and I just feel so dejected and unmotivated, and I don't really know where to go from here. This all pretty much started, really this year. This year has been pretty, in terms of channel performance, really bad. It has been my worst performing year in a very long time, in a couple of years. I really feel like I'm now back at the point of I think it was 2021 when I uploaded my first Sea of Thieves video. And it feels like I'm back at square one or square zero, where I just upload things regardless of quality and nobody watches. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I'll get to that. I want to quickly talk about first why I started making videos in the first place and why I am still trying to make videos. I grew up watching a lot of channels like Dan TDM and Stampy Longnose. Absolute iconic classics. Even a little bit of Markiplier in there. And watching them, what year was I in? Year 4? Year 3? Year 4? So, pretty young. Watching them, I was like, hey, I like playing video games, especially with my friends. Why don't I give it a try? Why don't I give it a go? Why don't I try making videos? And being the responsible child that I was, I asked my parents, and they said no, which I was definitely too young at that time to be making videos, so good on you, Mum and Dad, for saying no. You made the right call. But then fast forward a couple of years, 2016, I'm now in high school, and I'm like, and this whole time, I've still been thinking about making a YouTube channel, uploading videos. And then I realized I'm a teenager now. I'm mid-teens. I can just make a YouTube channel. I don't have to ask my parents now. And so I did in 2016. I think, was it March? I think it was March 2016. And then in September 2016, I uploaded my first video. So it took me a couple months to finally do it, but I finally uploaded my first video. All because I just wanted to, because I was like, hey, that'd be fun to do for a job. Why don't I try that? It took a couple of years, I think 6, no, about 6 years, 2021. I finally upload a video that actually gets views and gets traction on my channel. I get subscribers and comments and interactions, and people seem to enjoy what I was making. So I'm now at a crossroads. Do I upload more Sea of Thieves, or do I just continue what I'm doing and hope the ball keeps rolling? And I knew at the time I might be shooting myself in the foot if I do this, but I decided to do Sea of Thieves for a year, or primarily focus on Sea of Thieves for a year, and then kind of roll in other videos and then eventually phase out of Sea of Thieves. And I ultimately think that was the wrong choice. I think it's what got my channel to grow how it did, But I think in the long run, that has ultimately hurt my channel because YouTube, like the YouTube algorithm, views my channel as a Sea of Thieves channel. So anything that's not Sea of Thieves doesn't do well, unsurprisingly. But the reason I'm still uploading videos is I enjoy it. I like making videos. But it goes a bit more beyond that. I'm not a very creatively gifted person. Like, I like being creative. And I like doing things and making things. But I'm not musically gifted. I tried learning to play the guitar, but my pinky and ring finger, like, I don't know, the muscles are jointed or something. So they're really hard to move independently. Which turns out makes it really hard and physically painful to play the guitar. So, gave up on that. I'm not artistically gifted. I have no artistic bones in my body. I also potentially have aphantasia, like I don't picture things in my head. So, that makes it really tricky. So, my creative outlets are creative video games, like Minecraft, for example, or a little indie game called Bricadia. I like that game. Or making videos. It's probably the only way I can creatively express myself. And then as well as that, I like sharing things. I like talking about things. I like sharing the fun that I have and the experiences that I have with other people. You know, sharing that online. I like doing that. It's fun. But nobody else, I guess, thinks it's fun, because nobody watches. But that's why I do it. Like, if I'm asked why, that's why. So this whole quarter-life crisis of what the fuck am I doing? Is this even still worth doing? All started when I uploaded 2 years ago a video on the game Peak with my friends. I wholeheartedly, genuinely believe that is the best video I've ever made. Despite the fact I have the Glitterbeard video, which has like over 250,000 views. It is by far my most popular video. I think that video actually sucks. I kind of hate that video. I hate that it's my most popular video, because I know I have better videos than that, but it's what has the most views, I guess. Kind of hate all my Sea of Thieves videos, if I'm honest. That's why most of them are taken down now. Or taken down, they're private. Also because they just kept getting views, and that was frustrating me. But anyway, small tangent. But when that video flopped as hard as it did, like, I thought that I like went through like 20 different titles, because I just was trying to fix, quote unquote, that video. Because I was like, surely it's the title, that's why people aren't clicking on it. But it didn't end up being that as a problem, but I'll get to that. I think it is genuinely one of my best edited videos. One of, if not my absolutely funniest video. I think it's just my best video, in my opinion. And it flopped. Why did it flop? It wasn't even my own fault, which is the most frustrating thing. YouTube just never pushed it to people. I think it has like just over 1,000 impressions. And it was a really slow grind to get that. That's like over its whole lifespan. In the last 2 months. Like just over 1,000 impressions. And it was slow to get there. So it's not even like it got 10,000 impressions and no one clicked on it. It was just YouTube never pushed it. And it was soul crushing. Like, genuinely so demotivating. I didn't do any... Well, I uploaded 2 shorts in October. But aside from that, I didn't do any editing in October. Because I was so dejected and demotivated. And then November was... I spent very slowly editing away at the Battlefield 6 video. And that video has done better, but done worse. It's done better in the sense that YouTube has actually pushed it and is still pushing it, which is great. At one point, it only had a 1% click-through rate. Somehow it's now up to 2.5%. I don't get it, but in that metric, it is doing better. The thumbnail sucks. I know that the thumbnail sucks, but the vision I had for the thumbnail, I wasn't able to achieve with my limited resources. That being, I can't draw, so I can't draw a thumbnail. And I don't know how to use 3D software, so I can't make the thumbnail I want to make. So, Photoshop and VR chat it was. But, again, I think it's a really decent video. I will even go as far as to say I think it's a good video. Because I don't think I necessarily make bad videos. Like, sometimes my titles suck, sometimes my thumbnails suck. Sometimes, you know, after a rewatch, after X amount of time, I watch a video and go, I can do that differently, or should have done that differently, or I can improve on this thing later. But inherently, I don't think I make bad videos. But even then, people just don't watch them. Like, never mind the fact that people don't click on them. Like, my click-through rate average is really bad. People also just don't watch them. Like, I don't have a single video with a good, even my most popular video, the Glitterbeat video, I do not have a single video with a good average view duration. Good is subjective. Good is like, if you look at all the channels like vidIQ, 30% or 33% is like the magic retention number. I have not a single video close to that number. And the drop off is always just immediate, and then like, it's a sharp drop off, and then for the rest of the video. I do not have a single video that has a good view duration and where people do not click off immediately. Even on videos like the Battlefield 6 video where I tried to make the intro, quote unquote, or even videos where I did try to make an intro to try and hook people, because apparently that's what you need to do. Whatever I'm doing, it doesn't work. And people click off the video and don't actually watch it, which obviously hurts metrics in the eyes of the YouTube algorithm, and then it doesn't recommend your video, and then it snowballs, and eventually YouTube goes, nah, people don't watch your stuff, fuck you, no recommendations for you. But then, this is where I get more confused, because sometimes I'll get videos in my recommended, which are from small channels, like smaller than mine, or way smaller than mine, or around the same size as mine, which have very, very little editing. Ooh, sorry, I bumped my mic. My mic is just sitting on my chest. They have either very, very little editing, or even just straight up no editing. It is an uncut 40-minute video on Factorio, with even like only minimal amount of commentary. And it has a couple thousand views. It has people engaging in the comments, people commenting on what's happening in the video, saying they're excited for the next part, or, you know, they were eagerly awaiting this video. And I'm like, how, like, the YouTube channel has no profile icon. It's just like the default letter because of the channel name. It's all very simple, like no crafted thumbnail. It's just the auto-generated thumbnail from like a scene in the video. Little to no editing, simple commentary, like, you know, while they're playing the game, and that somehow gets more views and engagement than what I'm making. And don't get me wrong, this isn't a jealousy thing. This is I'm trying to understand what I'm ultimately doing wrong and failing at. This is what it is. I'm failing, and what they're doing and succeeding. I don't get what the disparity is. I don't know. I wish I could almost reach out to them and be like, hey, what are you doing? Because I don't understand what I'm doing. But I don't know. I simply do not know. And it makes me wonder too, why I don't have a community. Or why I've failed to build a community. Like, during the height of my CSD stuff, there was recurring faces that I saw, people that I saw comment on more than one video or even on community posts. Regular faces that I saw. But even then, like, they never stuck around. No one has ever, like, really joined. Even, again, during the height of my popularity, to put it bluntly. No one ever went to my other socials. Not that I really ever advertise them, but they're there. No one ever went there. No one followed me there. No one went to my Discord server and joined that. Like, some people did, but like a very small number. And even on there, very low engagement. Like, look, maybe it's my fault. Like, I'm not in there messaging myself. But then that feels awkward to me. Like, it almost kind of makes me look like I'm needy, or like I'm trying too hard. But then on YouTube, it's like minimal engagement, very few likes, little to no comments. And I'm like, how have they failed so spectacularly in making a community? Like, my channel has 7,500 subs, and I have no community. And I don't really get it. Just like how I don't get how my videos keep failing. Like, I'm putting effort into them, I'm making them as best as I can. I'm always trying to improve. Every video, I'm trying something new. But I'm like, yeah, I'm trying something new, something different, something that try and make my video better. And I'm always trying to improve on something. Be it something small, like my workflow, or something big, like trying a new editing style, or a new type of edit, like the cutouts I did for the Battlefield 6 video of me and my friends with having like characters and talking to each other in the scene, which I can already, like, I've already got ideas of how to improve that for the next time, so I want to keep doing that. But I guess whatever I'm doing isn't correct, or it's not good enough, or people just don't like it, or like me. I don't really understand it. I don't get it. Like, I'm trying really hard, because this is something I want to do. I'm passionate about it. I've been doing it for nearly 10 years, and in the last 4, I've actually had an amount of success. And it's, over the last year, it's all gone away. And I'm back to what it was before 2021. Just nobody watching. And I really hate it. It is very dejecting. Makes me feel very dejected. I don't think dejecting is a word. Very demotivating. It makes me feel very anxious, very paralyzed, very uncertain, scared, sad. And I don't know what to do about it. Something this year that I feel like I've really tried to hone in on is my quote-unquote style. I can't do peace signs with these hands. So, imagine I'm doing air quotes right now. I'm not doing bunny ears. Is my style. Mostly referring to the style of editing and the types of videos that I make. And I feel like I've really honed in on that. I feel like my videos are unique enough to me. Like, if you look at them and you really, like, analyze them, you can see, or you can probably see where my inspirations come from. My 3 big inspirations come from RT Game, Alpharad, and the Russian Badger. and RT Game and Alpha Red are like my two favorite channels. Love those channels. And Russian Badger I really, really like as well. But those three are like my inspirations. And if you look at my videos, especially this year, you can probably go, yeah, I see it. I see where you've picked your styles, like, from, and the inspiration for your style from those guys. But I feel like I've managed to make it uniquely my own, just through how I do things. So I feel like, in that regard, my videos, you know, they have their own unique flavor to them that is distinctly me. But I don't know if that style is good enough, or it's the right style, because people don't seem to engage with it or like it. Because again, average view duration is abysmal. Whatever I do, I'm guessing just isn't engaging people, despite the fact that I really like it and I think it's good. And I'm very happy with my style that I've finally found and I guess settled on. But I guess other people don't. I don't know. But the other problem that I find myself kind of facing is my quote-unquote niche. If you look at the advice that YouTubers give, or those fucking stupid YouTube advice channels, which I will get to that, they pretty much all talk about finding your niche, and that your channel needs to have a niche, and you need to have a niche. And not just a niche, a micro niche. You need to like hyper focus in on a specific topic, genre, game, series, whatever. So, let's say roguelikes. Your niche is roguelikes. You need to hyper focus on that and just focus on roguelikes and nothing else, and build an audience and a community around that. And then at some point, once you have a solid community that will more than likely follow you wherever you go, then you can start broadening out to different games and different interests and a more general audience. That's apparently what you're meant to do nowadays. The problem with that is I don't have a niche. I enjoy all sorts of video games. I like almost anything. Like, I love Soulsborne, like, FromSoft's games. I love them to bits. I love JRPGs. I love RPGs. I love shooters. I love racing games. I love roguelikes. I love sandbox games. I love adventure games. I love story games. I love visual novels. I love everything. Almost everything. I love video games. So, inherently, my choice is a variety content channel. Well, not variety content. I fucking hate the word content. Variety game channel. But the problem with that is now I don't have a niche. And I'm not going to try and force myself into one. I already did with Sea of Thieves. Look how that went. By the end of it, I was tired and hated it. And it ultimately hurt my channel. So, why don't I stick with what I love? Playing video games. All types of video games. That's why my channel banner features so many different types of games. Because I love video games. So then I guess maybe my niche becomes the types of videos that I make. But then the problem with that is I kind of like two different styles. I like the style like my peak video, where the video speaks for itself. There's no narrative, no story, no structure to it. Well, there's structure, there's flow. But there's no me talking over the video, being like, oh, this thing happened, and this is how I felt about this, and blah, 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 blah. And then you have the Battlefield 6 video, or the Battlefield 2042 video, where I do talk over it, and I do talk about things that happened, and how I felt about them, and why things X, Y, Z happened. I like both. And I think both can coexist. I know, like, Alpha Ray, for example, does both types of videos. But then again, when you're trying to build an audience, doing both while also just playing any kind of game makes it a bit confusing, I guess. Like, what is my channel about? My channel is about playing video games, particularly with my friends, and having fun, or experiencing something. That's what my channel's about, but I don't think people get that. And it's like, I don't know how to articulate that without just telling people directly. But then how do I make people watch a video of me going, this is what my channel's about? No one does fucking channel trailers anymore. I've genuinely thought about making a channel trailer, but nobody will fucking watch it, because who watches channel trailers? So I'm like, kind of stuck in that regard. I'm just too much of a all-rounder, I guess. So, what do I do? Something as well is, I'm not a trend follower. I don't really care about following trends. Like, Peak and Battlefield 6 are the only times, like those videos, where I've specifically made those videos because I happen to have played them when they're the popular thing. So, of course, I upload them because that's the popular thing. Peak fucking flopped. Battlefield 6, kind of up in the air at the moment, whether or not how well it's gonna do. I don't really know. But then, in a similar vein, I'm not really a numbers guy. Like, I understand number go up good, number go down bad. I understand what some of the metrics mean, but then I don't understand other metrics. So I don't know what I'm meant to do with a lot of the information and how it's meant to help me, if it's meant to even help me in the first place. So, in terms of playing the numbers game and analyzing data and blah blah blah, I'm not a fucking data analyst. I don't fucking know what half that shit fucking means or what I should do with it, or how it's meant to help me. Like, I can see that the click-through rate, the average view duration of my videos are bad, and everyone fucking stops watching at the start. How do I fix that? I tried making better intros. Didn't fucking work. Clearly I wasn't making good enough intros, and still not making good enough intros when I try to. So, I don't know what the numbers mean, Mason. I don't know what to do with them. And then gamifying, I say in quotes, you know, metrics and data and hyper-optimizing and search engine optimization and services like vidIQ and channels that are about, this is how to grow your channel on YouTube. This is the ABC 1, 2, 3, so all the tips and tricks I'm gonna do. I fucking hate those channels. I fucking hate those services. Because they fucking take all the fun and joy out of making videos. And don't get me wrong, I tried it. I even fucking paid for vidIQ for a year in 2022, like a full year subscription. And that shit, look, I'll admit, there's things that I learnt from it that, like, I'm more aware of now. Sucks that I had to pay to learn it. But then it ruined a lot of the fun for me. Because now it's a numbers game, now it's gamifying, but now it's a competition, and I gotta hyper-optimize it, blah 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 blah. And now a lot of those services, especially vidIQ, because I checked that out the other month, because I was like, I wonder what's going on with that anymore. It's all AI. It's all using AI. It's all using generative AI. They even, part of the service is generating AI, generating thumbnails and stuff. And a lot of the stuff that used to be able to access for free is now behind a paywall. And even if you make an account, it's super restricted, and you have to pay for it. So, fuck those guys. Fuck you, vidIQ. You're a fucking dog. I don't like those services. If you use them, well, power to you. But you won't see me supporting them anytime soon. On a more, I guess, it's not positive note, but on a different note, I feel like part of maybe my problem as well is upload frequency. YouTube likes it when you upload more, but also upload longer videos, but then also apparently I learned recently that YouTube kind of also prefers it if you upload big impact videos, like video, like it makes a big splash and gets lots of views in one go, and it's a big crafted video, and you go, bam, million views, and then you wait 3 months, and bam, million views, and wait 3 months, and that sort of thing. It's big videos that make a big splash and get lots of views in one go, rather than lots of long or short videos that get good views, but, you know, you're not cracking a million. Let's say you're only cracking 500,000 every video. But then, you know, this guy comes out of the woodworks, bam, 10 million view video. YouTube likes that over what you're doing, apparently. My problem is I'm an extremely slow editor. I have tried to optimize my workflow as much as I can to speed up the editing, but I'm still really slow. I have no idea how people go through hours and hours of footage and are able to pump out, like, weekly videos, or even like 2 or 3 videos a week, and going through hours of footage, especially if like you're a streamer. I don't get how people can do it. Like, I've got videos that are multiple hours or even tens of hours long that, like, I've got recorded, and that is going to take me forever to get through to edit. Like, obviously not all of that's going to be in a video. A lot of it can get cut, but I still have to go through that footage. It's still going to take me a long time, and I'm like, I don't know how people do it, and it feels like it is part of what makes me so anxious about video editing. There's a pressure to be more frequent in uploads, and I just can't do it unless I forsake all quality and just start uploading slop. Then I can definitely get videos out quicker. But when I make something, I want to be proud of it. I want to be proud of what I'm putting up. I don't want to forsake quality for quantity. But then that means I'm slow with uploads, and I only upload like once a month, or, you know, 3 weeks. If I'm lucky, if it's a really short video. So, I don't know what to do in that regard. I've considered hiring an editor, but newsflash, buddy, I'm fucking broke. And also, who do I reach out to? Where do I reach out to them? Working with someone else is kind of scary, especially when you don't know them. They might not gel with me, I might not gel with them. I don't know. That's another thing that I don't have down on my notes. Connections to other creators, other like editors and creator circles and stuff. I don't have anyone that I know that also makes videos, and especially not like anyone I can collaborate with. And maybe that's also why I struggle so much, because I'm in my little bubble. Like, I advertise quote unquote myself. Like, I make a community post, I post on Blue Sky, I post in my Discord server into one of those announcement channels so that I can publish it, so if someone has that on their Discord server, it goes to their Discord server. Not that I think anyone does. You know, I advertise my videos as much as I can, and it doesn't seem to do anything. So, back at the drawer with that one, I guess. And on the topic of making certain videos, or making videos, I should say, there's videos that, and I hate this, that I'm scared to make, because I don't think anyone's going to watch them. There's videos that I have recorded, you know, some videos I've had recorded for months, even years, that I haven't made, because I am scared that nobody's going to watch them, or if they do, they're not going to like it. Which sucks, because there's videos that I really want to make, and I'm passionate about, and I'm scared to upload. And there's videos that I haven't recorded. There's games that I've bought that I want to make videos on that I haven't played because I haven't recorded them. Because I'm scared they're not going to do well. Especially single-player games. There's games that are single-player games where it would just be me playing that I would love to do videos on. Donkey Kong Bonanza, Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy in particular is one I've been thinking about for years that I really, really want to do. I've even got like the title and thumbnail planned out. Had it planned for years. I don't think anyone will watch it, so I'm too scared, hesitant to record it and go through the effort of editing it when no one's gonna watch it. And I think in part of that as well is maybe it's because of the creators that I watch, but because I don't stream and I'm not a streamer, playing those single player games, it's just me. There's not an extra engagement element to it with you know, a live audience and interacting with a live audience while playing. That would make it more interesting and entertaining, in my opinion. And so, in that regard, I don't, like, I feel like uploading solo videos, people wouldn't watch them, because they're not stream highlights, effectively. Because that's the fucking meta. And what people watch. But I don't stream. Not because I'm scared to stream, because I have streamed, I quite enjoy streaming. But because I live with my parents, and I find it very socially awkward and anxiety-inducing to stream with them around. And I can't do it at night, because then I can't be loud. And not being able to be loud and expressive is boring. Nobody watches that. I would know. So, it sucks feeling scared or unsure about videos that I really want to upload, that I really want to make, because I don't think people are going to watch them. And that really sucks. And I really, really hate that. Kind of on the topic of parents as well. Maybe I'll cut this, maybe I won't. Because I don't want to really throw shade on my parents. I have good parents. Maybe we don't agree all the time, but I have good parents. And I know they care about me. But I don't get any support from them in video creation. I don't, like... I feel like I have decent support from, like... My sister supports me a lot like, supports me by watching my videos. And she loves watching my videos. My mates, one of them doesn't like my videos, and he's said that he doesn't like what I make. So I get nothing from him, but that's fine. My videos aren't for him. My other two mates, which frequently appear in my videos, they'll give me feedback from time to time, but they don't really watch my videos. They've told me they don't really watch them because they're in them. Why would they watch them if they're in them? And then, you know, that's fair. But then there's my parents. They do not understand what I do. They don't really get it. Despite the fact I've talked to them about it several times and tried to explain what I do. And they think it's a waste of time. They haven't said that. But it's the quiet, saying the quiet part out loud. I know they think it's a waste of time. What they want me to do is go back to TAFE or even apply for uni, study something, get a piece of paper, and get a quote-unquote real job. Despite the fact I have a job. That's what they want me to do, to get a proper supporting job. Despite the fact that the job market is abysmal, nobody's hiring. So many job listings are fake. They're just AI created so that, you know, they can say to the government, look, we're hiring people, trying to hire people. And then they don't. And then applications listings that are real, most of them are filtered by fucking AI, so it doesn't even reach a human, and you don't hear back from anyone because your application was filtered by an AI. And then, if you do hear back from someone, it's just them rejecting you. So, what's the fucking point? But yeah, I wish I got more support from them, but it is what it is. I really don't want to give up. If it wasn't blatantly obvious. This is kind of my dream job. It's been my dream for the last 8 years? No, more than that. Fuck, like, how old? 10 years. No, more than that. Like, more than 10 years. I've wanted to be a YouTuber. I've wanted to make I've wanted to have making and uploading videos onto the internet be my job since I was in mid-primary school. And I really, really do not want to give up on that, especially because if I give up on it, my parents will take it as them being right. And I don't want that, because they're not right. But they're going to be like, see, we told you. But I'm tired, boss. I don't know how much more I have in me to keep making videos, spending hours making videos, not spending time with friends and family, and being emotionally and mentally tired and getting nowhere with it. It's tiring. I've genuinely not been very happy this year. Like, I've had moments where I've been very happy, but overall, I think I've been, I don't want to say depressed, but really, really down this year. Very anxious a lot. And it's not fun living like that. And a large part of it is because I have begun doubting whether or not I can do this as a job. I know I have the ability to do it. To see these videos, which, again, I view as being bad videos compared to what I have made this year. Like, the quality of stuff I've made, the quality of the videos I've made this year are far, far better than the quality of the stuff I was making when I was uploading CT's videos. And yet, they do worse. Nobody watches them. And it is so tiring and demoralizing and gut-wrenching and depressing and anxiety-inducing. Putting so much work, sleepless nights, ignoring friends, ignoring family, to make something I'm proud of that nobody cares about. And I don't know what to do about it anymore. I can only push myself by myself for so long without getting tired. Like, I've lost sleep thinking about this. It's at the point now where the only way to express how I feel is to lay on my bed with a VR headset on, talking into a microphone that is sitting on my chest, with a Microsoft Notepad file open on my computer with a whole heap of dot points about things to rant about. All to say that I don't want to give up, but I'm just so tired and I don't know what to do. There's an irony that this video, being a depressing topic, ironically YouTube pushes it and people watch it. It would be very ironic. I don't think YouTube will, but I've seen enough videos of people uploading to the internet of them being like, I'm tired, I want to give up, I don't want to give up, but I feel like I should give up, and then magically they get views. Because it's a depressing topic and people relate to it. Whether or not people watch it, that's a whole other thing. But it's something I know people relate to. And I know people will relate to this. But, again, whether people watch it, I don't know. I think there will be one more video this year, depending how long it takes me to make it. And then for next year, I would like to keep going but I am not making any promises at this point in time. Genuinely, this could be my last year. Next year could be my last year. I have always thought that I'm just gonna keep going and going and going until either I'm too old to keep making stuff, or I don't know. I would just keep going till I can't anymore. That was always the idea, whether I'm successful or not. But if I'm honest, I don't know if I can do that. There's a part of me that goes, would it not be easier just to stop, to stop worrying about making videos, just to stop making videos, live an easy life where I come home from work, or I spend my days off from work, just playing video games, enjoying video games, not worrying about stuff, working on my car, which, that's a whole thing. I'll add as a side tangent. I've thought about making a car channel for a while. I even have a bunch of videos recorded. I haven't made them because I'm fucking too scared to make them, because what if people don't watch them? Same shit as what's going on now. But yeah, would it not be easier to give up and just live a simple, easy life? Yeah, it would. It would be fucking easy. But then also, I'm giving up on my dream, and I'm living a boring life with no aspirations. Whereas at least with this, I have something to work towards. But I don't know if I can keep motivating myself, because like there's a spiteful aspect to it. Like, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. I'm gonna be spiteful and prove everyone wrong, and that's gonna motivate me. And for like a while, it did. But that can only keep motivating you for so long before even that's tiring. I'm just really tired. And sad. And anxious. Tired and sad and anxious. If you somehow have made it this far, be that you're someone who has never watched me before, or you are someone who's been watching me for any amount of time, I do truly appreciate you watching. I really, really do. Thank you for watching, for making it this far. I hope that you might go watch my other stuff. See if my claims live up to your expectations that you might now have, that my stuff is actually worth watching. I think it's time to log off. Thank you again for watching if you made it this far. I'm sorry that this video has been very depressing. I just needed to talk. 21. Because I can't keep letting these thoughts just circulate in my head. I'm gonna go nuts if I do. So, thanks for watching. See ya.